What's going on, guys? We're back at it with another one, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We are currently at Tire Kingdom here in Naples, Florida, off Route 41, and we're going to do a little Google Maps Roadside Challenge. Last night, as you can see here, I was looking on Google Maps around Naples, Florida, and found a few locations that I have not fished yet. Really not sure if I'm allowed to fish these spots, not seeing any signs. I may or may not be trespassing. I am parking in the lots of businesses. We may or may not get kicked out, but what's the worst that could happen? They tell us to leave, so we leave. So let's get out there. Let's try to get to this first spot and see what we can do. Here we go through the bushes, and check this out. There is a canal back here. This canal leads to one of the better bass spots known in Naples, Florida, but no one's allowed to fish it. Even the people that live there get kicked off the lakes if they're fishing. So there's actually a bridge right over there, as you can see, Route 41 traffic. Underneath the bridge, there's a dam coming from the lake that I was just talking about. So we're gonna cast out this Yazuri that Captain Scott found me the other day, and we're gonna see if we can catch some fish. I guess we're gonna just try right here first. Now there should be snook, tarpon, and bass in here, so we're just gonna make a cast. We're just gonna cast it straight across for now and see if we can catch anything. Right across the other side there, something blew up. I'm gonna cast right over to where I saw that blow up. Perfect. Just making some random casts all around. Well, no luck where we first started here, but we're gonna pick up and move on towards that bridge that you see behind me. See if we can flip this lure underneath it, and hopefully there's a nice snook sitting under there. There's really no spot to put the camera that I'm holding in my hand right now, so we're just gonna stick with the chest cam. We're gonna make casts over towards that bridge there. Attempt to. We have this bush that's kind of in the way. Kind of wish I wasn't there. Maybe there's a spot just on the other side of this bush right there. We'll check it out in a little bit, but we're gonna make some casts right over there. Something small was just following its lure in. Not really sure what it was. Maybe a little bass or something. There we go, first fish. Snook. How about that? First fish of the day is a little snook right at the shore, right at the shoreline there. Okay. Hey, that's a start, right? All right, we got treble hooks. I don't have pliers, so we're gonna have to be careful. Show out little snook. Show out little snook. Okay. I don't mind popping off a few of these all day, this size. It's fun. Like that. And I actually just hooked myself. Thank God the hook popped out. Gosh darn it. That's what I'm worried about with these little treble hooks like this. Okay, little micro snook. Let's see if we can get a bigger fish than this. See you later, bud. Choo, and there he goes, and there I'm bleeding away. Still bleeding pretty good there. Definitely got the hook deep in, but thank God it didn't go down to the barb and popped out. Let's make another cast to see if we can find his granddaddy. Man, I'm snagged up in the weeds right here. I'm not losing this lure already. Just tied it on. Now I don't know where I could step here because I'm thinking right there is water. There it is. All right, we ripped it out of there. Got it out of the stuff. Let's get our lure undid from all this nastiness. Let's try that again. And I'm wrapped around the tip. Oh yeah, good start. Hooked, snagged, wrapped around my tip. All right, we're gonna see if we can hit this bridge from a different angle, just a few feet over. So I did not find a way to access that bridge that I hoped I was going to find. So we're gonna proceed on this way, which is down this canal a little bit. There happens to be another bridge a little further down. Hey, was that a snake? Maybe. And we got to keep our wits about us because we're walking through some pretty high stuff and there is some snakes around. This is a spot we'll try on the way back, but I already see that other bridge. Okay, so it's not that far, so we're gonna get down towards that way and see what we can do. We might stop in the meantime though, like maybe right here at this spot. This doesn't look so bad. We're gonna give this a whirl real quick, cast towards those fallen trees and see if there's a bigger snooky around. Let's see. Definitely difficult to fish this spot with all the bushes and weeds right in front of me, trying to keep the rod tip low. Man, something keeps on blowing up in that same exact spot over there. We're gonna have to try that again later. I casted there several times with nothing, with no luck, but we'll definitely give it a try a little later again. Oh, I got something. What do I have? I think one of the smallest snooks I've ever caught. Look at this little baby snook. Can't make that up. This one you really got to be careful with the treble hooks. I got to get a picture of this. Okay, we got to be extremely careful getting him off. I'm kind of hoping he shakes himself off, but it's not looking that way. Why do you have to be hooked so good, bud? Okay. All right, hook is out. I did not get hurt. And check out this little tiny baby snook. We're just gonna get him back in, see if we can get one 10 times the size. Boop. See ya. Thank you. Second fish of the day, just a little snooky. Right along the shoreline. Seems like a lot of the snook, at least the small ones, are sitting right at that shoreline. We're gonna proceed on and keep on looking for some spots. Like I said, we're right next to Tire Kingdom, as you could hear them taking tires off people's cars. This is another potential spot right here, but we kind of just fished that area and it seems like we're getting a fish per spot. Well, the very first spot we got chased, but we didn't actually land anything. But the two other spots we did, we're gonna proceed on. Like I said, there's a bridge just up ahead that I'm really interested in because I get to cast my bait towards the current and it will look a lot more natural. So let's walk up that way and see what happens. Okay, we're at that bridge spot that I'm talking about. I'm gonna kind of cast right along the opening of the bridge in the seawall here, see if there's any snook, tarpon, or bass. Here we go. Oh, right here. I think it was another little snook that I had on. Okay. There's definitely a lot of fish in here. So far, not any size to them. That's okay. I just want to catch some fish. I don't care how big or small they are. Yo! That was just Captain Patrick Lewis from Blue Runner Charters that we fished with 100 miles offshore of Marco Island. And there he is. What's up, Captain Pat? And there he is. The guy took me 100 miles offshore of Marco Island. Captain Pat, give me some tips on some snook.
There you go. Go catch him up, brother.
All right, man. See ya. We dissected this bridge pretty good. Had 2 fish on and lost them. And we're just going to proceed on down back to kind of where I was and fish a couple spots along the way. As you just saw, Captain Patrick happened to swing through, and he was telling me about another spot, same canal, further down the canal, and we'll see if we get to that spot. That's a good possibility. Let's proceed back to where we were, make a few casts, and then maybe we'll go to that spot that Patrick told us about. We are back in the car and we're going to proceed over to another spot. It's probably going to take like 20-25 minutes to get there, and we'll see you there. We're just pulling into our next area, our next location. I gotta try to find a spot to fish here. We are in a gated community and there is a small airport here, so we may or may not get kicked out. I'll let you know if there's federal agents chasing after me for going fishing. We're trying to find a opening here in the bushes to try. I see one spot right off the bat. I don't know if we're going to be able to park, if they're really going to like me parking on the grass or not. They may or may not like that, but I guess we'll find out. We're going to keep on going further back to see if there's any more spots to fish, and it looks like they're all reserved parking spots for the people that live obviously in a gated community, which makes sense. But we're going to proceed on and see if we could find ourselves a little fishing spot. Okay, we made it to our first spot, I think. I don't know how easy or not this is going to be, but it looks like it's not going to be easy at all to fish here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fish this, to be perfectly honest, guys. Now, this spot, I think this spot's really a bust. Might have to move on to another area. There's no trespassing signs everywhere, and it's kind of flooded out, so I can't really walk down. So I think we're just going to move on to a totally different area. We're going to go to some freshwater lakes behind Walmart. So let's keep on driving. It's going to be like 35 minutes or so until I get there, and we'll see you over there. So we are at a spot that actually a subscriber told me about. Steven, that was you that told me about this spot, a lake behind a shopping plaza here in Naples. It's just starting to rain too, but it's not so bad just yet. So we're going to give it a few casts, see if we could pop off a couple bass or whatever else may be in this lake. As soon as I got out of my truck, this is what started to happen here. It is starting to pour rain right now, so man, I'm just trying to get a video. I'm just trying to get footage out there. I don't know if it's going to be possible. Hopefully this rain doesn't take too long. I'm going to look at the forecast, the radar, and see what we could do here. I decided that it's probably better off to go food shopping right now since I'm right in front of a Publix. So we're gonna get our shopping done for our dinner tonight, and then hopefully this rain passes, which it should, and we'll go to the lake behind the Publix, try fishing behind there for some largemouth bass, and continue the video. Well, we just got done shopping at Publix, got my food for the week, got my dinner for tonight. Going to make some Italian stuffed peppers, but except for using ground beef, I'll be using ground hot Italian sausage. I'll give that a try. We are here, we are behind Publix. We have a lake right out there. We're gonna go fish it and see if we can pull off a few largemouth bass. Okay, we are here. It's not looking too shabby. Looks like we got some weed action going on over here, and that's where I'm gonna immediately cast to first. And we got a nice little cove over there. Should be some bass sitting back there. Let's see what kind of damage we could do at the Publix lake. Right in front of those weeds there. That's where a bass should be chilling out. Already got one. Got one. There he is. Nice, dude. First cast. First cast, we got a fish. Heck yes. Yes. On a nice bass on a Wise Guy Stogie. Check that out. First cast, got a fish. Really nice. Let's get a quick picture of this guy. Now he's on a Wise Guy Tackle Stogie. We're gonna get this little LMB back in and hopefully catch some more. Nice. See ya. Yes. Really pumped up now. First cast, one fish. Let's get our worm re-rigged and back out there. I think I'm gonna cast right to the same area. Right to the same exact spot. He nailed it instantly. I saw the bite. I wasn't too sure though at first. Obviously, he was on there. The key with these Wise Guys stogies is to cast out, let it sink down all the way. It has a nice deadly wobble on the way down, and that's usually when you get the bite, as you saw with my first cast. But if you don't get a bite, reel in your slack and give it a twitch and let it wobble back down. Just give it time to sink down. The sink is what's deadly here. Okay, let's walk down a little bit towards this cove. We're just going to move a few feet over and make casts as we walk. Have a good feeling about this cove. Really think there's going to be some bass sitting right in this general area. Here we go. Think we got one. Yep. Oh, we had one on. Damn. Had one on there. Missed the hook set on him. Darn it. All right, let's reset this and get it right back out. I saw him starting to swim with it. Thought he had it all the way, but apparently not. Alrighty. Here we go. Had one on there. Twitched it a little bit. Feels a little bit better. Man, gave it a little twitch. Didn't realize it till late there. Nice. Nice little butterball. Yes. Maybe a little bit bigger. Not by much. Weight wise, man, he freaking swallowed that, huh? He really wanted that. All right, just popped the hook on him. He's bleeding a little bit, but second bass behind Publix. Really nice. Okay, let's get him back in. Hopefully we can find one a couple pounds bigger. See you, bud. Thank you. Yes, slow little twitches along the bottom is what got him to bite. Nice. Okay, we're going to give it a few more casts in this general spot, and then we're going to move back down to the right, but further down that way, the areas we haven't fished. I already see some fish come up to the surface. Let's give this like 3 or 4 more casts. We're going to keep on walking down. Let's go towards this point behind this dumpster, behind the dumpster at Publix. There's a drainage pipe right here. Let me just try something real quick. Shoot. See what happens. See if anyone's down in there. Anyone home? Nope, no one home. All right, let's proceed with what we're doing. We're literally walking behind dumpsters, but don't matter. If there's fish here, that's fine with me. Let's try this right here. This will be our last spot for this pond, and then we'll move on to another shopping plaza. Good cast, like that cast. Should be a bass in that vicinity. There we go. Got a fish. Didn't even realize he was there. He was sitting on it. Fish number 3. Had no idea he was even there. Just a little squeaker, smallest one yet, and we're just gonna get him right back in. Thanks, bud. Back to the truck, walked around a good part of this pond here, managed to catch 3 largemouth bass on that Wise Guys stogie worm. I owe those fish to you, Steven. Thank you for suggesting this pond. I will definitely be back here probably more in the winter months when the bass fishing gets a little bit better. And we're gonna go over to Walmart next here in Naples, Florida, and it's kind of the same situation. They have a really nice big lake back there. It's actually pretty clear. At least the last time I was there, the water is pretty clear, and we're probably 20-25 minutes away. So let's drive on over there, and I think that'll be our last spot before we head home and make some dinner. We'll see you there. Well, we just made it to Walmart. As you can see out my window, there's Walmart right over there. But anyhow, we're going to a pond that is right over there on the other side of that wall. It's actually part of Walmart and a condo complex. Now, there's never been any signs that says no trespassing, no fishing, and I've been here before and I've done extremely well, especially in the winter months. I have not fished it in late summer, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do. And like I mentioned earlier, the water is usually pretty clear, so we're gonna use a little bit lighter line. We're gonna drop down to probably, like, I think I have 15-pound fluorocarbon. I had 20-pound fluoro tied on just because that first spot I knew there was some snook, and as you know, snook have very let's see if we can speak English. Snook have very abrasive mouths and gill plates, and they slice through leader like a hot knife through butter. We're gonna grab the rod, we're going to go on the other side of that retaining wall and try to catch some Florida LMBs. Wow, this spot has certainly grown over. I used to be able to walk straight down that way to a part of the lake that I really like. We're gonna have to do some bushwhacking through or something, but we'll start off right here at the front of the lake. I've always done pretty well here, so let's give it a whirl. Yes, the water's still clear. Let me put my spotters on, and they're all fogged up. Phew, okay, let me wipe these off and we'll get to fishing. Got the fog off my glasses. Let's make our first cast here. Come on, big old LMB, where you at? Again, like I mentioned at the previous spot, the key with these stogies is to cast them out, let them sink down, and they have that deadly wobble down. And then after you're sure it's on the bottom, we might even have a fish already here. Oh, we had one on already, first cast. Probably a small one, but what I was saying is give it a little twitch, let her sink back down, not sink. Extremely deadly to these bass. I have a good feeling. I think we'll find a few here. All right, let's move on down. Had one strike, my first cast. Now, if I remember right, there's a drainage pipe somewhere around here. I think I see it here. I think it's somewhere in this area, right over here. I've always done well right in front of that drainage pipe. Let's give it a cast out. There's like a deep cut right where that drainage pipe comes in. There we go, got one, first fish. So I'm starting to swim with it. Just a little guy, but first fish nonetheless. All right, there he is. Pretty cool. All right, let's get him back in and hopefully we could find a bigger LMB. See you, bud. Whew. And there he goes. All right, let's reset this worm. So my line kind of just sliced through that worm there. That's okay. I'm just going to use my teeth and I'm going to cut back a little bit. Well, all right, nice swamp water, salty tasting, and we're going to poke it right back through. Doesn't affect anything when you cut back a little bit on that worm. Gonna have to do that every so often, but these Wise Guys stogies, they hold up pretty good. That's fish number 4 before I even had to do that. And we're just gonna poke it through the slot there, up through the top. We're gonna push up on the worm and push back, and we just made it weedless. Let's get back out there and catch another one. Okay. Oh, and there's a fish right there that I just spooked. We're gonna be walking to the other part of this lake, I hope. Like I said, I used to be able to get through here. So, ooh, what was that? Maybe you saw that on video. I just saw a really big lizard. Oh, it's a basilisk lizard. I think we got that on video. He's right in there. Check him out. See him? Look at him on the tree there. Isn't that cool? That's a Central South American lizard right there. That's not supposed to be here. It's a basilisk lizard, also known as a Jesus Christ lizard, as they could run right across the top of the water. Really cool. Look at that, like yellow, might be another one here. Look at that yellow neon green striping on him. I don't know if you could see him well, but we're gonna move on and leave our little buddy alone. Okay, let's see if we can manage. There might be quite a few of those big lizards. I see big lizards running around. Let's see if we could manage to get through this mess. This has never been like this before. So let's see how many snakes or spiders we end up getting bit by. Trying to get through here. Okay, we're gonna make this work. All right, crawl through this mess. Hey, what's up, bag, trash? Okay, we're getting through it. Phew, all right, here we are. What's this? Oh, big drainage area. Okay, and we're gonna proceed on, and I already see the spot that I want to fish. I usually do pretty well, that I have done well in the past. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there's quite a few of those basilisk lizards around. I just saw a young one run right across this puddle here. Pretty cool. And I think I see where there's going to be some bass. See where that egret is? There's that running water right there. That's flowing out of here. So any of these insects or whatever's in here is coming out of that drain pipe. They should be sitting right in front of that, in theory at least. So let's see if we could find some bigger LMBs. I'm gonna stand right here so I don't spook up the spot, and I'm gonna stay kind of quiet. Come on now. That didn't quite work out as planned, so we're just going to cast around. Ooh, ooh, here we go. Got him. Did you see that? Oh, no. No. You saw that, right? God, I think I got that on camera. He came up and he smacked it. What is going on here? I don't know. Just a bunch of junk. God, he came up and smacked it. How did he drop that? No. Oh, that was an almost fish. Could have sworn he ate that. I felt the weight of him. It's all wrapped around my rod tip now. God, no. That was a decent little fish. Probably like 1.5 pounds. All right, let's just make these short little flops right in front of this wall. Cool little sunfish swimming through there. There's bait sitting here. That's a good sign. Here we go. Here we go. I didn't even know he was there. Yes. Fish number 2. A little bit bigger than the first one, but not by much. Hey, hey, hey. There he is. Just a little squeaker, but yes. All right. Starting to catch some fish. Let's toss him back in and get his bigger brother. See ya. And there he goes. Back in action. I could open up my bail. Just a little flop right over that direction. Maybe that other fish will come back. I don't think he felt the hook. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. There's the fish, there's the fish. Nice. Feels a little bit better. Just a little better. Not by much. Nice. Starting to catch some fish here now. And these fish are light in color because the water is so clear. It's like a green clear. It's like weird. He swallowed this in a really weird way. Hey, hey, okay. And there he goes, apparently. See you, bud. Okay, flopped right out of my hands. Nice. What is that? Fish number 3 here at this spot. And it looks like we're gonna have to cut back on our worm once more. Yeah. This guy's all jammed up. Look at that, the line's about to pull right through there, so we're gonna cut back on that, bite back, really. Come on, just gotta figure out how to untangle. Okay, think we got it. Okay, we're all rigged up. Let's give another cast back out there. I think these fish are right on the drop off of this concrete wall. I remember it being pretty deep. I remember back in the day, I ate it pretty good here. I went in to grab a fish that was on my line. I slipped down this wall, right into the lake, hit my face on the concrete, busted my mouth open, almost knocked out my teeth. Yeah, that was a fun day. I was swollen for a couple weeks after it. That was like over a decade more. That was like 15 years ago that happened. Okay, we're just gonna move down just a little bit here, right to where this drainage pipe thing is. There's gotta be fish sitting here. How can there not be fish sitting right there? Has to be. Yep, here we go, here we go. Oh, way! And like a missile fired back. Like I said, I knew there had been some fish there. I think this worm's finally shot. I tore all the way through it. I have another worm in my pocket, and let's get that guy on. Oop, here we go. We got a bite there. Oh my God, he dropped it. No, no. Must have been a really small fish. I felt him for like half a second. Darn. Oh, let's put it back out. Let's see if we can get him to eat. Come on, bud. Man, I saw that line. Thump, thump. That's what I'm watching. I'm watching my loop and my line here. Once it sinks down, you'll see when the fish bites, you'll see it thump, 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 jump. It's weird. Sometimes I'll let it just sit there and not even move it, and the fish will grab it, just laying on the bottom. Usually it's after that little twitch and you let it sink back down, you'll see that line start to thump, fish attacking it. If it's a big enough bass, they'll just swallow it whole 9 out of 10 times. The little guys, you take a second to actually eat it. We're starting to run out of battery life, and I don't have any more spares in my pocket, so we have 18% left. That should be just enough for me to get a few more casts in and to hopefully get one last fish like that, like that, like that. It's a better fish too. Yes, there it is. Like that, just like that. Oh yeah, nice. Let's get him on up. There he is, our last fish of the day. Heck yes. I didn't even see him strike. Just lifted up and he was there. How about that? He has some sort of ulcer thing on his tail there, but nice. Perfect last fish. average size that you find in these retention ponds behind the shopping centers, and we're gonna get them back in. Thank you, bud. Time to head back towards the truck. The whole point of this video was to try to find some new spots on Google Maps. We did find some new spots. We caught some fish. We succeeded. The last spot here I already kind of knew about, but still it is something that you could find on Google Maps that's hidden away that you wouldn't see from the main roadways. But we succeeded on our mission, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. And my friends, always stay fishing, and we'll see you on the next one.